Good evening and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. Here we are on day 66 of 2025, and I'm continuing the story of the King of the Wind. Now, you might remember that Agba had, taken such good care of Sham that Sham grew into this beautiful, strong, fleet horse. And on what? Camel's milk. Day after day, he went off to that camel driver and got fresh camel's milk. And every so often, he would get that wild honey to mix with it. Now, Senor Achmet took care of paying the camel driver for this wonderful fare for Sham. And as time passed, that little almond-sized white patch of fur on the hind foot proved true. Sham was fast and strong, faster than any of the horses that any of the other groom boys rode that were his own age or even older. The other groom boys, they wouldn't even ride with Agba and Sham anymore because they were worried after so many defeats that their horses would lose heart, not want to race or run anymore. 1 year passed, 2 years passed, 3 years passed, and one day Senor Achmet appeared while Agba was watering some of the other horses that were in his charge. Now, when Senor Achmet appeared, his brow was covered with little beads of sweat. He looked anxious, like Agba had never seen before. Senor Achmet let Agba know that the Sultan himself was coming and wanted to see himself, Senor Achmet, and six of the best of the grooms. Senor Achmet let Agba know that he was choosing Agba to be one of those 6. And that after he was finished watering the horses, he was quickly to go to the barber and have his head shaved and then wash himself 3 times, dressing himself in the best garments that Senor Achmet knew each one of the groom boys had, their ceremonial garments. Now, this was a little bit of a scary thing because the Sultan was known to be a rather vicious, heartless man, violent at times. He wouldn't mind, testing a sword out on 20 men to see if it was sharp, or killing 100 men to test out his muskets. It was said that if a groom went to see the Sultan, he never returned. And so Agba was a little bit frightened, but knew that there was nothing he could do but obey these orders that had been given. And so as soon as he was finished watering the horses, he made his way to the barber. And when he got there, Senor Achmet had let him know that the barber would be waiting. Indeed he was, but he was actually working on one of the groom boys. Now 4 were already finished and had gone. This 5th one sat in the chair, and Agba watched little streaks of blood as the barber shaved this boy's head. He turned away, just not to look anymore, become any more fearful about what was about to happen. But soon the barber was calling him to his chair. And we will leave the story there for now.